Let's turn to conspiracy theories. People think you're a conspiracy theorist. Are you?
No, I'm a conspiracy realist. I believe in, actually, some of the most mundane so-called conspiracies have been obvious realities hiding in plain sight.
Do you think the
people said it was a conspiracy theory, by the way, when I said that like many others, the COVID pandemic originated in a lab in Wuhan, back when we were supposed to buy this wet market.
And it's most likely it did.
And most likely that it did. So I think that history has taught us that many of the things that we reject.
Do you believe
I'm guided by fact.
Do you believe the Sandy Hook massacre was a hoax?
No.
Do you think the parents of those kids who died were actors?
No.
Okay, so why did you appear on Alex Jones's show?
Those are two very different questions,
They're not.
Piers.
Because
those are two fundamentally different questions.
Well, they're not, because
and in fact,
this is a guy who's propagated.
I invited him on my podcast, and in that particular instance, I gave him an opportunity to say what people should listen to. This is actually what respects everybody. What did he say? He said he was wrong. That's what he said. He came on, we sat in a conversation just like this one. He said he was wrong and he regretted it. And so I think that this culture of creating...
Why would you invite someone like that onto your podcast?
Give me some examples of people you've... Have you ever talked...
Isn't it called Truth?
Have you ever talked...
What's your podcast called?
Truth.
Truth.
And
so
the path to truth runs through free speech and open debate.
So you have the worst liar in America, a man who called...
See, I don't believe in creating obstacles to who speaks to who.
Let me finish my character assessment of Alex Jones, right?
I didn't make a character assessment.
I'm about to make one of him, right? Because as you know, he was found guilty in October 2022 of defaming the families of the Sandy Hook victims after years monetizing the lie that it was a hoax and the families of the dead were actors. He's been ordered to pay a collective $1.5 billion to the people who he so sickeningly defamed. And yet there's you, a guy who wants to be president of the United States, inviting this guy.
Saying that was dead wrong. It was dead wrong. Now, my view, though, Piers, is, and the whole premise of the podcast, all the people I've talked to
Chris Christie said when he heard you did that, he said...
I could care less for what Chris Christie has to say.
But he said
should get the hell out of this race
was disqualifying
the time.
On its own.
Well, I think it's disqualifying to anybody who believes that we have to preordain who we do and don't talk to.
You give platforms to just blatant conspiracy theorists to come on and talk about the truth.
I think that part of the reason is what's a conspiracy theory yesterday is a truth tomorrow.
Did you challenge him about Sandy Hook?
I did, and I told you what he said, actually. As far as I know, it's the first time I've heard it said. I think it was useful. He said it was wrong. He regretted it. He made a mistake. Human beings have made mistakes.
It's not the first time he said it. He said it to me.
Well, good. So what, you platformed him?
Yeah.
Well, interesting, Piers. Why would you do that?
Because I spent the entire interview going after him about his wicked lies.
See, Piers,
and
my
I
view
also
is
had a
open
mother
debate.
of one of the victims on, because I was on air at CNN.
Open debate is good. And I like you for that reason.